some big regulation, or rather some legislation coming through the House that has been introduced. And that's where our CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor, Nick Day, comes into play, who's also the editor of CoinDesk, the State of Crypto newsletter. Hello there, Nick. So the U.S. House has a new infrastructure bill that enhances reporting requirements in the crypto industry, and you're working on an in-depth analysis. What have you uncovered?
Yeah, so there's actually two bills that we're paying attention to right now. First is the infrastructure bill that, as you mentioned, is sitting before lawmakers. That's actually in the U.S. Senate. It was so far, sort of introduced. We haven't seen the full text of it, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday. But later yesterday, U.S. Representative Don Beyer out of Virginia introduced a pretty massive bill that would add a whole lot of clear definitions and provide some jurisdiction and oversight to the digital asset sector, seemingly answering a lot of questions and requests from the industry about this regulatory clarity that we've spoken about a couple times already this year. But this bill has quite a bit that I think the crypto industry will love, a little bit that I think that they're going to be questioning, and some stuff that probably could be fleshed out a bit more. But it would, if passed, basically define, what cryptocurrencies are securities, what are commodities, who has jurisdiction over what, how can a security become not a security, which is, basically the big thing for ICOs. It would, direct agencies to create some clear guidance around DeFi and taxes and, evaluate, what's happening with these industries. So it's pretty massive. It would, it would answer a whole lot of questions at once if it's passed.
Nick, what do you think is the likelihood of it being passed?
To be honest, I have no idea. I did not see this bill coming. I don't think, no one I've spoken to so far has seen it coming. So, it almost came out of nowhere. But at the same time, it's clearly one that, a lot of work has been put into it. It is, 58 pages. It has 5 sections that address various laws governing the SEC, the CFTC. I counted at least 8 federal agencies that have a role in this. So, I think we're going to hear that more information about how it came together in the days to come.
Yeah. So what exactly happened? Because wasn't there another bill, the taxonomy legislation that they were trying to get through, and you had a whole bunch of congress members on that, and now all of a sudden this other thing comes in. Like, what's going on here? It sounds like there are 2 different things happening in the House at the same time, and that taxonomy bill seems to be lagging and doesn't seem to be going anywhere. What makes Beyer think this is going to go anywhere? And one more thing, stablecoins. He threw it in there.
Yes. Sorry, I completely mentioned. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Let's talk stablecoins first. So the most striking thing, and this is the part I think the crypto industry will have the biggest issue with, is this bill would allow the Treasury Department to basically say yes or no to a stablecoin. It will give the department the ability to approve or authorize a private stablecoin to be operational, or at their discretion, the Treasury Department could say, no, we don't like the stablecoin. And it doesn't grandfather in any existing stablecoin. So presumably this would apply to things like USDC and Paxos, the Paxos dollar, which have been floating around for years. So that's pretty significant. It would have, Tether? I think, a huge impact.
Is it targeting Tether? I mean, is that kind of
is that
what you picked up?
I don't know if you could say it's targeting Tether. It's pretty broad, but Tether would almost certainly be caught up in it. The bill would restrict even the use of a stablecoin. So my question is, are exchanges going to have to delist if this bill is passed until they get clarity from the Treasury Department? And my initial instinct is yes, that might actually be the case.